What up, everybody? Friday. Friday. I do a special segment. It's your boy Between the Game Sports. We back, man. Y'all know how we get down, man. Y'all please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. There's been a lot of crazy things going on in the sports world this week, so decided to talk about it. If you got any questions you want to ask me about anything, the Cowboys, the Jackson State, Tigers, FAMU, anybody of that nature, man, let's get to it. This is a Q&A section Friday. I know a lot of folks are on the road, traveling home from work, whatever it may be, man. So please rock with your boy. Man, it's up to y'all, man. Whatever questions you got, I'm gonna try to ask. If anybody want to join the panel, you can, man. But one of the craziest stories that I heard this week, man, was y'all all know this dude, Skip Bayless. He loves to pick on LeBron James. And now all of a sudden, he's going after his kid, man. Like Bronny James had a unbelievable highlight the other day. If anybody's seen it, have not seen it, go look it up. Unbelievable dunk. Gets an outlet pass, get by a couple of dudes, dunks it, going left, dunks it back with his right hand. Unbelievable dunk. And Skip Bayless had the nerve to say that, great dunk, but your father would have did this and that. Like, I'm not with that, man. Leave this kid alone. He's just a child. He's done nothing wrong. Stop using this family as a proponent to your career, man. Like, it's bad enough that you use LeBron and the crazy takes that you have for that dude. But then now you're going after his son, which I know this kid has been in the spotlight since he's LeBron James' son. But let him live. He has done nothing wrong. He's not out here bragging and boasting about himself being great and all these things. He's going through the proper process of things and grinding it out. He hasn't asked for anybody to rank him. He hasn't asked anybody to give him anything. And you got folks, giving him the business. I will at least wait till he gets to college, man. Like, give him a chance to blossom, give him a chance to grow. And then you can kind of go into this dude, man. All this other stuff is just ridiculous that's happening with this dude. Again, we got about 6 or 7 people in here, man. This show is based off of what you guys ask, so please don't be shy. And if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up in the comments. All that other good stuff. Again, it's just a random Friday show. I had nothing else to do, so I decided to get on here, man. I'm trying my best to get more and more football season. College football season is about to start, so I'm ready for that. I'm ready to get that rocking and rolling. Y'all know how we do it. We did it last year. Did a lot of games, a lot of Jackson State games, but we're going to try to do way more. I believe the first game of the year, Alabama A&M versus Howard University, man. So that's going to be interesting. I think that's on ESPN. Actually, ESPN, the regular ESPN, not ESPN2 or anything of that nature. So I'm going to be doing that game. I'm going to do play-by-play, all that good stuff, man. Alabama A&M has a lot of turnover. They lost a all-world quarterback last year, Mr. Glass. They still have a great wide receiver, Mr. Ibrahim, I believe is his name. He's back. That's going to be dope. Howard just signed a 20-year deal with Jordan, man. So, all these kids who love Jordan, all these adults who love Jordan, out there in that area, in the Howard area, it's going to be insane. That game is going to be stupid. So, shout out to Howard for inking that deal. Again, man, please comment whatever you have to ask me. I'm going to try to do it to the best of my abilities to answer. Just a different type of show Friday. Maybe we can start doing this a little more and more, man. It's crazy. A lot of my channel is about Jackson State, but I'm not just a Jackson State or HBCU guy. I didn't attend one, but I grew up in it. I know it. My mother went to TSU. I got a lot of friends and family that went to Prairie View A&M. I got a homeboy that went to Dillard University. Shout out to Dillard University. I did a great interview with him last summer, 2 summers ago, since this summer is over with. He's a sports medicine doctor. He lives out there in Alabama. Great information for anybody who has a kid that's playing sports about strength and conditioning, about stretching, about lifting weights, all that stuff. So go through my channel, go find it. His name is Dr. Calvin Spellman. Great interview. Played basketball with the guy, 2 years in high school, AAU, and all this other stuff. But speaking of HBCUs, Jackson State, man, if y'all have not seen the video of them having a little fun, a little rap battle per se. Folks who don't follow the rap battle culture is crazy. So it's indoctrinated in everybody's mind right now, man. So again, man, y'all please comment. Whatever questions you ask, please do so. I'm gonna try to answer to the best of my abilities. Again, Jackson State had this offense versus defense rap battle, and it was pretty entertaining, man. I hope I can find it. I think one of the young guys, Deion Sanders Jr., he did it on his channel or something like that. But honestly, I'm not gonna show it because I got my Facebook rocking and rolling too. So Facebook be tripping with that kind of stuff. So y'all know how it goes, man. That copyright stuff I can't get down. It's supposed to be fair use, but somehow they always flag me about crazy things. Man, again, we up to 9 to 10 people, man. Y'all ask y'all questions, whatever it may be. We'll get into it. This is just a random show. There's no specific topic, anything of that nature. We're just rocking and rolling on a Friday night. Just give y'all a little entertainment on your ride home. So anybody want to join the stream, you can. I'm with it. But yeah, Jackson State, they starting off with FAMU, Orange Blossom Classic. That's going to be a crazy game. Last year, if you watched that game was 7-6. 7-6 in an ugly, hard-fought game. It was wet. Conditions weren't great. FAMU wide receivers was supposed to be these guys. They called them like the rat crew or something, run at the catch crew. They couldn't do anything with Jackson State and their DBs and Shiloh Sanders and all those guys and the hard hitter crew with Headache Gang. All those guys couldn't do anything with them. So that game is coming up in a few weeks. More crazy news, LeBron James. LeBron James has just signed a 2-year, $90+ million contract, making him the highest paid earning athlete in the NBA ever. I'm going to say sports ever. While playing. This dude, 38 years old, he's 37. He's going to be 38 in December. December 30th, I think him and Tiger Woods share a birthday. This guy continues to make headways and headlines, and a lot of folks do not like LeBron James. I'm one of those dudes that's kind of in between. I kind of support him more than anything because, again, the guy's been in the spotlight since he was 14, 15 years old. No really hiccups. He's lost some finals. Yeah, that's fine and dandy. But nobody plays every season and has won every single championship. The argument is Jordan is 6-0 in the finals. I'm with that. I understand Jordan is 6-0 in the finals. I really do. But I'm not going to discredit this dude for his career. And a lot of folks say, well, he's stat padding. Well, when you playing the game of basketball or any sport, and you play for a long time, and you play a lot of minutes, you're gonna get stats. So the notion of stat padding is just stupid to me. I really don't understand it. I can respect someone who's been good this long, the longevity, the ability to perform each and every night out. Doesn't always get the job done, but again, nobody has played every single time, every single season and won a championship. Not one person. Tim Duncan is 5-1, but he played like 19 seasons. Jordan played 13 seasons. He's 6-0 in the finals, but he did not win every single season. So the goal is to win a championship every single year, no matter what it is. No matter what it is, your goal is to win a championship every single year. And the truth of the matter is, nobody does it. Serena Williams is considered the GOAT of women's sports. Some consider her the greatest of all time, athlete of all time. Some folks consider her that, but she's not won every single tournament, every single tennis match. She has not won every single uh, major. It's bottom line. Like I don't get the backlash that this guy has. It's just mind blowing to me because we're not recognizing as fans. Just be a fan and understand the moment this dude is making history. Yes, ESPN and Fox Sports and all these shows make up these random stats for this guy. Fine and dandy. Not my biggest. I don't like it very much, but I am able to recognize history. And folks are mad or saying that him surpassing Kareem in the most points scored in the NBA ever is flawed. Like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. How can you putting the ball in the basket, you playing this long, be flawed? Like, we could say this about anybody, right? We could say this about Jordan. He didn't play against great wings. He was far, far more superior than any wing in the NBA at the time that he was there. Kareem, superior. This is why I have no gripes when someone says Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest basketball player of all time. And I try to stay away from those type of conversations because the GOAT conversation is just in your personal preference. That's all it is, man. All it is. Your personal preference. But if we want to base it off career and longevity, Kareem has that argument. He's won at every level: high school, college, NBA. 6 championships, 6 MVPs, I believe. 5, something like that. So the greatest of all time argument is stupid to me. I've never gotten into that kind of stuff, man. Like, it's your personal preference, man. So folks that are in here, man, please ask your questions. I'm sitting here talking to myself. I don't want to talk to myself. I hate doing it, but like, don't be bashful, don't be shy. This is a Q&A Friday. I'm gonna try to do this a little more and more depending on the reception of this, the outcome of these streams. So if you have a question, please do so. I'm not tripping. Just rock and roll. It's just a Friday, man. Just a Friday. Nico, what up, Nico? Appreciate you dropping through. He said, Bron by far the GOAT. He passed the eye test, the stat test, and the accolade test. Yeah, he has an argument. But, for a lot of folks, it's because his finals record is not the best. He's 4-6 of something of that nature. He had a meltdown basically against the Dallas Mavericks. A lot of folks are going to continue to hold that against him. People say that the bubble championship doesn't count, and I'm like, dude. Again, I don't get into this argument very much with folks, but if anybody else would have won that bubble championship, they would have counted it. If anybody else, if the Warriors would have won it, if the Nuggets would have won it, if the Heat would have won it, they would have counted that damn championship. So with the Lakers winning that, LeBron and AD winning that championship, folks say that does not count. How? The rest of the NBA decided that they wanted to play it. Yes, LeBron was pushing forward because he saw the opportunity. He saw that. I'm not blind to the fact that he didn't see that. But everybody else had the same opportunity in the bubble to win it. Seeing you live to drop. Yeah, man, appreciate you, man. It's only because the Lakers would have won. Yeah, it's facts. It's only because the Lakers won and LeBron James is on that team. Now, if LeBron was with the Cavaliers still, maybe he wouldn't receive as much flack that he does. But again, there were other teams in the bubble had the same opportunity to win it. They didn't win it. So how can you discredit this championship? And folks say folks say it matters who you play against. If the Trailblazers won, for sure counted. Oh yeah, absolutely. Trailblazers was in that thing. We've seen some of the best basketball in bubble. Men committed to their craft. Man, it was the bubble. Everybody was shooting lights out in that thing. And again, it was some folks that were comparing it to open gym. Uh, kind of that element, man. Not too many fans, just family, close family, coaching staff, anything like that. They considered it like an AAU tournament. I get it. I do get it. But again, every team that was in the bubble had the same opportunity. The same opportunity. And I'm going back to what I was saying. People say it matters who you play in the finals. Okay, that Miami team, they got to the bubble championship, had some injuries. Lakers should have swept them. Let's be real. But then they turn around and say that the Warriors championship this year against the Celtics is one of the better ones. And I'm like, how? If it matters who you play in the finals, then that championship that the Warriors got this year is not impressive to me because that Boston Celtics team, very, very young, inexperienced. Jason Tatum, I think the moment was a little bit too big for him in the finals. And I was praising Jason Tatum. I was saying all through the playoffs, dude was saying that he's shown up, he's arrived as a superstar. I was saying it. But that finals is a little bit different. And let's be honest, man. The Boston Celtics win a championship with Marcus Smart. And I have nothing against Marcus Smart. I actually coached against his AAU team, and we beat them in Vegas probably about 4 years ago. Or maybe like 6. Good Lord. Those kids are old now. But Marcus Smart, his inability to get guys in the right position as a point guard really cost the Celtics. So I'm not giving the Warriors hella praise for this championship. Even though the ESPN correspondents, the betting world was picking Boston to win this championship, I'm like, And I picked Boston because I wanted to see something different. I wanted to see the young guys get in there and win the championship. But in my heart, I knew that the Warriors was going to beat these dudes, man. Said that Miami team was dogging these. Yeah, and the Miami team is still good. Still good. They just have a few injuries. Tyler Hero's got to figure out what he wants to be. Kyle Lowry wasn't right last year. And again, if the Lakers got Kyle Lowry, it'd have been all right last year, but that's neither here nor there. Do you think the Warriors winning the next 3 rings? Man, these Warriors, man, they have a legit chance to go 3 or 4, 4 or 5. And Draymond, I haven't been keeping up with the Draymond Green situation. I know he just got married. Great thing. Congratulations. He had the baby there. LeBron was there. Steph was there. All these folks were there. But Draymond Green wants his money. And Draymond Green is good for the Golden State Warriors. And he would not be good anywhere else unless the dynamics of the certain team that he goes to changes. But he works well for that group. That is a very selfless group. They don't care who gets theirs. Draymond is happy getting the triple single, as Charles Barkley would say. So if Draymond leaves, I don't know if the Warriors can still find that replacement of the Draymond Green caliber, because he does a lot of things good. And there's a method to the madness with that. When you can do a lot of things good, it's hard for coaches to keep you on the bench. Same thing that happened with myself. It was hard for coaches. I didn't do a lot of things great. In high school I did. When I got to college, man, it was a different world, man. Everybody was fast. Everybody was way more athletic than me. But my IQ, my ability to know, the other team's offense, knowing where to get my guys into place, knowing I didn't have to shoot, score, just defend, rebound, do all these things. So it's hard for coaches to keep those type of dudes off the court, man. It really, really is. Nico says Draymond is good because it's a human. It's a human on the court, 100% dedicated to getting people great shots and playing there. Exactly. It's crazy. I didn't see that comment until just now, but exactly what I was just talking about. He does so much for that group, that specific group. He's bringing the ball up the court off a rebound. He's playing defense. He's able to switch and guard guys 1 through 5 a little bit. He's able to do so much with that group. He's very versatile. Long arms, not the most athletic guy. He talks himself up a little bit. He really, really does. Steph Curry, let me go back. Every team needs that guy. Yeah, you need one of those guys to be successful. Steph Curry is the only selfish player on the world. And it's weird that you say this because I get a lot of gripe talking about Steph. Folks they call him the babyface assassin and all these other things. He's humble. Folks don't realize how much crap Steph Curry talks during the game. You ask any NBA player when he's on the court and he's on fire, Steph is talking a lot of crap. He's talking a lot of right? I try not to cuss on these things, man. Sometimes my mom will be watching. So, but Steph talks a lot of crap and he gets away with it. Then they say he's humble, he's not flashy. What do you call Steph shooting a 3 and then turning his back before the ball goes in? Very, very, it's tough and it's frustrating, but how is that considered being humble? Or if he hits a deep 3 and he starts crip walking, and folks are saying that's being humble. Like, folks that are humble are people like Larry Fitzgerald that used to play for the Arizona Cardinals. I be cussing when I talk about stuff. Steph was a bad boy, man. I didn't want to give him his credit for the longest, man. But that dude, he's earned my respect probably over the last 4 years. He's come up short, even though his shortcomings are mainly on defense. He gets overlooked a lot for not scoring in the fourth quarter during some of those finals and things like that. It's obvious Kevin Durant won him those second and third rings, and folks don't want to give KD his credit, but there was a reason why Kevin Durant was on that team, man. And I knew from the time that Kevin Durant signed with the Warriors, and I told folks, if you're a LeBron James fan or Cavaliers fan, you hope that the Cavaliers could pull out a miracle, man. But the day that Kevin Durant signed with the Warriors, I knew that was guaranteed championships. Guaranteed championship. I'm tired of him getting a little consistent like he's a nice guy. He's evil, he's petty, and he want to hurt spirits on the court. Steph Curry is very meticulous, man. He has a bad side, and folks don't see it, man. I really don't understand why folks don't see it. And again, he's great persona. He has, plays the media well. He smiles a lot. You don't see him yelling at referees a lot of times and all these other things. He's the short guy on the court. Even though Steph Curry is 6'3", 6'3 and a half, 6'4", he's considered a short guy. Like, I'm 6 foot, almost 6'1", somewhere in there. Like, yeah, I'm considered short by most standards, man. But sports standards. Colored eyes got power, man. Yeah, Steph gets away with so much, man. And you remember when Steph was going on a little tangent? This is probably about 3 years ago. And a lot of games he was throwing his mouthpiece on the ground, or throwing his mouthpiece and towards the bench and all these other things. And a lot of folks literally let that crap slide. There wasn't nothing said about that very, very much on these talk shows. He's the likable guy, so I understand why folks do not go after him like that. But I mean, I'm a basketball fan. I'm a basketball purist. I can see things from both sides. I can acknowledge your greatness, and I can also pick apart your weaknesses and all those things like that. So Steph Curry has a very very evil side, and when he's on and he's hot, good luck. And he's gonna shimmy, he's gonna crip walk, he's gonna do all this crap. Like, so for folks say he's humble, he doesn't do any of these things. I'm like, dude, what game are y'all watching to say this? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see, baseball news, man. Hey, my Astros, as y'all can see, man, I got downtown Houston in the background. I'm a Houstonian to the day I die, even though I did move 3.5 hours north, living in the Dallas area right now. But man, my Houston Astros, man, if they don't win it this year, it is a waste. They should have won it last year, but all their success is out the window if they don't win it. They'll be, especially they get back to the series, World Series. They'll be like 1-4 or something of that nature. Got a question, got a good one. How many more seasons does LeBron have to be excellent to pass Michael Jordan to you? I give LeBron a pass. He played the Warriors. Again, I'm a big Bron fan. A big Bron fan. But I don't know if there's anything he can do in most people's eyes to pass Michael Jordan, because again, they're gonna forever hold the 6-0 finals record against him. Accolades, LeBron, of course, he has all those things. He's played for 20 years. He's one of the best basketball players I've ever seen, as far as being able to score, being able to do this and that, being able to rebound, pass, knowing everyone's weaknesses, knowing other teams' plays, knowing where you're supposed to be, knowing where they're not supposed to be. I love all that stuff about him. But it's going to be hard for him to pass. Now, if he gets, say he plays the Warriors 2 years in a row, this Warriors group 2 years in a row in the Western Conference Finals, beat them both times, and go to the finals and win both of these. He has to win both of these. He cannot lose any more finals. Win 2 finals, puts him at 6-6, I believe. In one of those finals, he has to be the finals MVP. So that's my formula for him to kind of, and even still, a lot of folks are going to say no. And again, any given day, you say you got zero baseball knowledge. I only know Clay brother on the Dodgers. I just root for the hometown. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah, first sport I ever played was baseball, so I still follow it pretty strong. I was a way better baseball player than I was basketball player. But as soon as I touched the basketball, it was over with. I touched the basketball at the age of 3.5 or something like that. Fell in love with it. It was. But I started playing baseball with 3. I was playing with older dudes all the time. I played with Carl Crawford, who his son just got signed with the Pirates or Cincinnati Reds or something like that. Carl Crawford played for the Dodgers. He played for the Boston Red Sox. So I grew up playing baseball with that dude, even though he's a couple of years older. I was a little advanced. But, man, back to your Bron thing. I think he has to get past the Warriors with Draymond. Win both finals, and have one finals MVP. That'll put him at 6-6 in the finals with 5 finals MVPs. So that's I don't know. Then I'll touch on football, early Super Bowl picks, most passing yards, most rushing yards. Whew. Most rushing yards. I kind of wanted to go with Nick Chubb, but the Browns just lost, I think, both of their starting centers. Well, their starting center and their backup center. I think they just lost both of those guys. So, I was going to say Nick Chubb. Jonathan Taylor has a chance to repeat. has a chance to repeat, I would go Jonathan Taylor. Um, I'm gonna go Jonathan Taylor for the Indianapolis Colts, man. I think they're gonna try to run him to death. We don't know what they're gonna get out of Matt Ryan. They really, really don't know. Most passing yards, man. I'm gonna go with the AFC again. Maybe Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert, depending on the health of their wide receivers. Justin Herbert for the Los Angeles Chargers. I still want to call them San Diego Chargers. It just sounds right, man. I'm always going to go with Derrick Henry. I've been preaching it with rush for 2,000 yards more than once for near a decade now. Man, yeah, Derrick Henry, whew, just a big man. Big old man, man. Big old man. You know, I just did a video. I did this series of, I call it The Forgotten. So I started with basketball, and now I'm doing football since football season. I did a video. Steven Jackson, he used to play for the St. Louis Rams. Steven Jackson was one of those dudes like Derrick Henry. Big, fast, hard to bring down. Steven Jackson was 6'2", 245 at the running back position. Good Lord. Like, as a defensive back, you trying to tackle this dude in the open space, and he had the ability to get loose with you on there. Like, whew. Derrick Henry just reminds me of that same ilk, that same kind of just strong, fast, hard to bring down. The Titans got to do something. The Titans have a chance to continually make the playoffs because the division is so weak. So if they continue to win a couple of games outside of the division, they can go in there and dominate the AFC South. You have a chance to get to the Super Bowl every single year. Ryan Tannehill, Malik Willis, I don't know who their receivers are. They need to get with it. Tennessee Titans, you have a window here to dominate your division for the next 4 years or so, because the Texans, I don't even claim the Texans. Only team I actually claim are the Astros. The Texans just as poor. They're just a bad organization. Garbage organization. So the Titans, you have a chance. Michael Turner. I know Jack, he was a physical monster, unfortunately playing for the Rams. Yeah. Steven Jackson, man. My goodness, man. He's back when I was a teen. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, I was a teen. Steven Jackson. Forgot what years he was in, but yeah, I was a young man, young adult at the time. So yeah, most definitely. Most passing yards. I'm gonna stick with the AFC. Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow, man. Joe Burrow just has that moxie, that swag, that confidence. Like can't nobody mess with him. Like he's the best thing walking. He's the best thing in the NFL. And I'm not mad at him. Then he has Jamar Chase, incredible wide receiver. The LSU receiving core, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, all them dudes, they were unbelievable. Let's see who else can I kind of throw in there. Trying to think of a quarterback. Derek Carr. Derek Carr might have a chance. Derek Carr. Now, for the Las Vegas Raiders, I see either Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. They got something to prove. It's hard to forget about Josh Allen, man. But again, Josh Allen plays in Buffalo, New York. Very, very windy place. Very, very cold. Y'all, you remember that game last year they played against the Patriots, and the Patriots only ran through the ball like 2 times or 3 times, and Buffalo Bills lost that game. So that's it's hard for me with Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes is going to slang that thing. And then, yeah, he has something to prove because they're going to say Tyreek Hill made him. They're trying to figure out if it was Tyreek Hill or if it was Patrick Mahomes. It's gonna be interesting. He's gonna sling that thing, man. You know what, Andy Reid out there. They just lost a wide receiver, and McCall Hardman, I believe, he just went down with a leg injury yesterday. So again, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. And if you want a super chat, please do. If you like what we're doing on this channel, follow us on all social media platforms. It's scrolling right there at the bottom. Social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all these things, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow us. We appreciate it. All right, and if you like what we do, man, hit the Cash App. The Cash App is with that and all those other things. Since Josh was top 10 last year, I believe he's going to take that next step, man. Yeah, I like Josh Allen because Josh Allen's story reminds me, like, I was recruited. A lot of things went crazy with my high school coach. I tried not to ever bring him up, but basically he kind of did me wrong, right? And so I took the unconventional route, going to play Division I basketball and all those things. So Josh Allen was a kid who nobody wanted. I think he went to JUCO, went to the Wyoming, and now he is considered a top 5 NFL quarterback. Big old kid. Hey, man, it's all good, man. Appreciate you, my brother, man. Hey, Bills, being an adult, being in this crazy world, hey, anything helps. I don't care, man. I don't do this for the money. It's great to get, but I just like talking sports, man. I really, really do. And but yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's crazy out here. Crazy. Nothing wrong with that, man. But again, Josh Allen now considered a top 5 NFL quarterback. And you can go Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, maybe Josh Allen at 3. Josh Allen might be number 3. Russell Wilson, maybe still. Tom Brady. You still got Lamar Jackson. Speaking of Lamar Jackson, Steve Young, Hall of Fame quarterback for the 49ers, man. He went off today on their segment on one of these ESPN. And he's basically right, saying that the Baltimore Ravens are failing Lamar Jackson. I'm unemployed. Unfortunately, you see, I ain't even uploaded, but then I had to come show some love. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Yeah. All good, man. Let me know next time you go live. I think I got you on your notifications when you go live. I think I got you. So look, if not, man, just let me know whenever you do, man. Send me a message on Twitter, Instagram, all those things. But yo, Lamar Jackson has been failed by the Baltimore Ravens. They are not doing him justice and steadily doing the same old thing, the same old recipe. Even though the recipe works, the recipe is great. Some of that good old grandma cooking. The recipe is great. But at some point, your guy's going to get tired of it, man. Tired of trying to make the superhero plays, the Superman plays, using his legs. You want to protect your asset at all costs. And so you don't go out there and get him any wide receivers. And this is year 4, I believe. This is a rookie contract about to be expired. And then next year, you're probably going to put him on a franchise tag. And you're still not getting this dude the proper pieces to be successful. Yeah, they're going to lead. They probably, as a team, they're probably going to lead the league in rushing again. But when it comes to the playoffs time, as we've seen before, the formula is not working. It's not getting it done. So why do you continue to do the same thing? That's what they say. Insanity. The definition of insanity is what? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. So I'm just on the outside looking in, man. That's all it is. So um man, we're at the 40-minute mark. I didn't expect to really go this long. So man, y'all kind of show some love to this. I might try to do this every Friday. I got a lot of things coming up in the next few weeks. Especially when football season start, college football season start either Mondays around between 3 and 5 or later that night. I'm gonna do an HBCU recap for the weekend. Talk about Jackson State, FAMU, Tennessee State, Grambling, all these schools. We're gonna do an HBCU SWAC recap on Mondays next week. Hopefully have a basketball coach at the collegiate level, the D1 level from VCU, Virginia Commonwealth Union. Y'all remember VCU with Shaka Smart back in the day. I'm supposed to have assistant coach on there next week. Hopefully. Nico says Lamar at a point now where he's playing elite, doing what he's asked, and they're expecting to pull off some legendary-ish. Absolutely. Bottom line. Bottom line, they want this dude to basically win the game by itself. And we all know in football, you can't do those things. Where was I at? Yeah. Hopefully, I got another coach, hopefully lined up, maybe Oklahoma State. If I can get in contact with him, my guy that's at Oklahoma State, basketball coach there, played at UT back in the 90s. So y'all be on the lookout for a lot of these things, a lot of these shows, trying to get this thing rocking and rolling, working on my media credentials. So don't be surprised if y'all see me on the sidelines at some of these games. If y'all do, y'all put it on Twitter, Instagram, whatever it may be, and say, man, look, Between the Game Sports is out there that this is such and such game. So y'all, please do so, man. But I appreciate everybody that's rocked with me today, Friday. I just kind of wanted to entertain y'all on y'all way home. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Always love. Nico Show, much love. Get this last comment. Teamings will commit to a white QB with Lamar accolades, aka Josh Allen and others. Yeah, we can do a whole show about that one. So, give me an idea, man. Let's try to do a show together, Nico. Man, I'm with it. But I appreciate everybody who rock with me on their Friday afternoon, evening, whatever it may be. We're gonna get ready to get out of here. I hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Stay safe. Don't do anything crazy. If I can find my exit button, we'll get ready to go. So, but again, man, I appreciate everyone. Much, much love. And y'all know what I do when I leave these things. I end these shows. I try to leave you with some words of wisdom. So on your best day, be better. Think about it. Between the Game Sports, I'm out. Peace.